Good morning. Welcome to your Thursday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, ready to blow your minds with what card popped up again today. I just think it's so interesting and my belief, far from accidental, that these particular cards keep arising to give us the message over and over and over again. All about the divine feminine again. And interesting that it's popping up today because today I start a 4-day Tony Robbins Unleash Your Power online thing that's roughly 10 hours a day. So good morning, Cindy. Glad you are here. So it'll be interesting to see over the next 4 days where I'm at with these kinds of things, passion, energy, etc. So I might be a little bit earlier the nenext couple of days because the webinar starts at 9 a.m. I believe for the next 4 days and then ends at like 10 p.m., which is way past my bedtime. So we'll see how this goes. But my guess is it'll be kind of, good morning, Veronica, glad you are here. Kind of like Mach 3 with my hair on fire. So we'll see. It should be interesting. And again, opportunity for combining divine masculine and divine feminine, because he holds both energies very well. So we will see. So our card again today is the Priestess of Light deck by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. And the card itself, so the card we had yesterday we had recently, and this card we have had recently. Again, to calculate the odds of that. So the first time, whenever you just pick a card, it's 1 out of 53 chance of getting the same card. But then as we continue to pick the same cards out of the deck, there's a factorial thing that goes on, which, good morning, Lucy. I haven't messed around much with factorials since graduate school. So, but know that it is not all that usual, somewhat unusual for these cards to keep coming up in this order. Good morning, Pat. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. So we have the Priestess of Light deck, and our card is sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. Sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. Okay? That's a pretty powerful trio there, right? So I'm going to hold it up here so you can see this. Couple of nice deep breaths. Letting your shoulders drop. Taking these few minutes just for yourself to set the tone for your day. This is going to be an empowering tone for the day. So here we go. Sensuality, feminine wisdom, passion. A majestic tiger gazes to the right into your future. We had that yesterday, right? She was looking into the future also. Alert to the new adventures and passions about to be awakened in your life. His thick coat and sinewy muscles relay a classic expression of sensuality and movement. This energy is present for you too. So right here we have the divine masculine and the divine feminine, both present. And we want both to be activated, not the divine feminine suppressed. All right? It's time to open up to more sensuality, to the more sensuous side of life, to touch, taste, see, and hear with a heightened appreciation and awareness. And I think we can have sensuality with our other senses too. Intuition, that's a lovely one to have some sensuality going on with. The tiger is calling you to slow down. Here we go again. And really experience the joy of the senses. You know how, and I've said this before, when we start eating something wonderful, we taste the first bite and maybe a little bit of the second bite, and then all of a sudden it's gone and we haven't really enjoyed the rest of it. So take time, really take time to enjoy the things you're eating, things you smell, things you can touch. I have this one blanket that's really fuzzy. I love that thing. The tiger is calling you to slow down and really experience the joys of the senses. Savor every moment of a beautiful scene. Maybe linger longer. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you are here. Good morning, Lisa. Glad you're here. All peeps popping back in. But think about that. Linger longer. take some time. Be present with things. Be present with a meal. Be present with a glass of water, your first cup of coffee. Linger longer. All right. Savor every moment of a beautiful scene, a sweet taste, or a tender touch that sparks soul appreciation. Are you aware when your soul is in appreciation? That would be a very good thing for us to know, right? Because it would make us stop a bit and go, oh, I feel that. I feel that. I'm going to be present for that. All right? The resulting energetic momentum brings you in alignment with the beauty and bliss of the universe. In addition, a more passionate sensuality may be on the rise. Don't dismiss the potential for shared excitement and increased sexuality. The tiger totem also brings messages of feminine wisdom and devotion, for tigresses are devoted mothers. This may foretell a period of dedicating more time to your family. Good morning, CJ. Welcome. And I'm thinking someone slipped past me. Hello to whoever slipped past me. Sometimes you guys sneak in when I'm reading and I miss you. Sorry. Dedicating more time to your family, or even a new devotion to the needs of your own sweet inner child. Listen to your intuition in these and all matters. This wisdom is alive in you and ready to advise. Same with picking the card deck today. When this one tested as the strongest deck, I went, really? And I tuned in and it was like, yep, this one. So my intuition was saying, this is where we need to go. The divine feminine coming to stand alongside the divine masculine. Don't be fooled, however, by the rise of the feminine. Your gentle nature is matched by great power at this time. I'm going to come back and talk about that for a minute. Tigers often hunt at night, so you may experience an increase in evening activities, both social and professional. You might also be feeling more adventurous and more willing to take risks. In fact, you might now find yourself becoming a more passionate person about a great many things. Enjoy your newfound zest for life. Enjoy your newfound zest for life. Good morning, Peggy. Glad you are here. And the affirmation is, I open to the joyous experiences all of my senses bring. New adventures bring me a greater passion for life. Cool, huh? So again, if you're driving along and you get a little nudge to go in somewhere you've never been, I've always wanted to go into that shop. Go in. You get a little nudge to call a particular person, call. Pay attention to those little nudges. And then when you're out and you're doing things, if you go out for a meal, really be present for that meal. Taste things. Actually taste them. Smell them. Play with your food. I know we were all advised against that as kids, but do it. Play with your food. See what it smells like. See what it tastes like. Share bites with other people. I love that about going out with women. Women are really good at sharing bites. Men, sometimes not so much. But share some bites. The word I wanted to pick out of here and talk about a little bit was the word power. Because I think many of us have been on the receiving end of power over. And in the process of enduring that, we've kind of chucked power completely. I think we need to bring power back online. There is something different with power with as opposed to power over. Okay, so power with means we use our power to support ourselves, support others, bring others along. So when you see that image of someone helping someone up over an obstacle and then that person helping the first person over and the next obstacle, that's power with. That's working with each other. Strengthens everybody. Yeah, sponsoring, mentoring, supporting, guiding, all that stuff. And one of the things that I caution with that is, again, be looking for the receptivity of the person that you're offering this power support to. Because again, if this person is not wanting your ministerings and you push them anyway, then you've slipped into power over. Okay? And remember the Anne Lamott quote, that help is the sunny side of control. Here, you need me. You need me to help you with this. Instead of, would you like some help? If that person says no, okay. If you decide at some point you'd like some help, just holler, and you let it go. You let it go. We need practice at being good offerers, and we need practice at being good receivers. Yes, I would like some help. Thank you very much. Here's what I'm trying to do. Can you help me do this by X? Sometimes it's okay to say, I can think of a different way to do this. Would you like to hear? That might be easier. Would you like to hear about it? If they say no, let it go. Let it go. People will learn by making mistakes. We need to allow them and ourselves to make mistakes. It's all right. And Divine Feminine seems, those who are really into solid Divine Feminine seem very good at that. It's sort of like a mother with a child. The child toddles off, bumps their head, comes running back to mom crying, gets the comfort. Yes, hello to TJ. Heads out again, and that mother allows that child to go explore. Not going to let the child go play in traffic, obviously, but allows the child to go explore and then come back when a little support is needed. So it's responding to the needs of the other rather than imposing our thoughts on that other. All right? Again, our book that we've been working our way through, I think, is very helpful in this regard, spelling out more clearly how do we stand in our power, set our own boundaries, offer our support to others without cramming it down their throat, and really step into the passion of life. When we've freed ourselves up from the obligatory stuff, the duty, the have to, all that stuff, we're much freer to enjoy the passions of life. Good morning, Susie. Welcome, welcome. So again, right here, right now, as you're sitting where you're sitting, laying down, whatever you're doing, find something. Let's do a little bit with the sensuousness. Find something. You might have your first cup of coffee that you can smell. You might have breakfast already ready. You might have just taken a shower and you can smell the shampoo still. Whatever it is, do something with your sense of smell. What do you notice? For me, what I notice is I have the essential oil awaken here. And when I have it open, I can smell that smell. And I can play around with that smell. Does it remind me of anything? Does it make me feel a certain way, etc., etc.? Just messing around with smell. One of the things that I loved about many of the places I lived were the smells around there. When I lived in Milwaukee, I could smell the chocolate, the Ambrosia Chocolate Factory. There was another place I lived in Milwaukee where I could smell the brewery. When I moved to Green Bay, the first thing I loved about the house that we bought in Green Bay on Ashland Avenue was it was right by the pickle factory. That smelled wonderful. Pay attention to those things. Remember with your sense of smell. What does smell remind you of? What memories go along with smells? All right? Just mess around with that. Enjoy that. Taste. Certainly, if you're going to indulge in something sweet, really be present for it. Really pay attention to it. Enjoy every bite. Right? TJ, somebody must be walking past. And from the level of the bark, I would say it's somebody without a dog. Intuition. Indulging your intuition. When you stop, when you slow yourself, let's do it right now. Just close your eyes, unless you're driving, and just tune in to that inner guidance. Well, what's within? What's within? What do you pick up? Like for me, one of the things I'm picking up is that I do want to do my cacao ceremony. I do that every morning, and I want to be able to do that, even though I have this marathon starting at 9 o'clock. And for those of you who are jumping on late, I just want to let you know the next 4 days, I have a 10-hour-a-day Tony Robbins Unleash Your Power thing. So if tomorrow I look like I'm Mach 3 with my hair on fire, you'll know why. You'll know why. I think it will be empowering, and again, he's pretty good at having a mix of his divine masculine and his divine feminine. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how things change over the next 4 days. Woof. I hear the woof. So, again, for today, our card is sensuality, feminine wisdom, passion. I want you diving in today to the things that please your senses and to the things about which you feel passion and discernment, stepping into that feminine wisdom, the discernment of when am I crossing a line with something? When am I getting too up in somebody else's business and I need to let them walk their path instead of me trying to tell them how they ought to do it. All right? So it's a good day for discernment. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.